Sadasman Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Prabhupada ki jai. Ananda Koti Vaishnava ki jai. Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur ki jai. Prem se kaho Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhakti Vrinda ki jai. Sri Radha Krishna Gaur Bhatnath Sam Kund Radha Kundi Giri Gopal ki jai. Vrindavan Dham ki jai. Navadvip Dham ki jai. Ganga Mai ki jai. Yamuna Mai ki jai. Tulsi Devi ki jai. Bhakti Devi ki jai. Navaveda Bhakti Vrinda ki jai. All glories to the Srimad. All glories to the Srimad. All glories to the Srimad. Thank you very much. Jnanam teham sabhijnanam idam bhakshami aseshata jajgyatya neha bhuya anyat jnatavam avasishyate. We have been discussing this verse. What is knowledge? Knowledge means how this universe is working. What is the working force? What is the energy? Just like scientists, they are searching out different energies. Just like this earth is floating on weightlessness, such a huge mass of material body with so many mountains, so many seas, oceans, skyscraper houses, cities, towns, countries. It is floating just like a swab, cotton swab in the air. So, if one understands how it is floating, that is knowledge. So, Krishna consciousness means to have all kinds of knowledge, not that we Krishna conscious people are being carried away by some sentiments. No. We have got philosophy, science, theology, ethics, morality, everything. Everything that is required to be known in human form of life. So Krishna says that I will speak to you all about knowledge. So this is Krishna consciousness. A Krishna conscious person should not be fooled if he is required to explain how these universal planets are floating, how this human body is rotating, how many species of life, how they are being evolved. These are all scientific knowledge, physics, botanics, chemistry, astronomy, everything. Therefore Krishna says, Jajgatva, if you understand this knowledge, Krishna consciousness, then you will have nothing to know. That means you will have complete knowledge. We are hankering after knowledge, but if we are in knowledge of Krishna consciousness, if we know Krishna, then all knowledge is included. So, tat shakti vishaya vivikta swarupa vishayakam jnanam. So, you will have full knowledge about the constitutional position of yourself, this material world, the spiritual world, God, our interrelationship, time, space, everything. There are many things to be known, but the principal thing is that the God, the living entities, time, work, and this material energy, these 5 things are to be known. You cannot deny that there is no God. God is controller, supreme controller. You cannot say that you are not controlled. There is controller. Just like in the state, you cannot say there is no controller. There is controller. In every street, in every house, there is control, government control. Suppose this store, here is also government control. You have to build store like this. You cannot leave his residential house. The fire arrangement should be like this. There is control. Even you walk in the street, you drive your car, there is control. Keep to the right. You cannot cross where there is written stop. You have to stop. So in every way you are under control. So there is a controller. And the supreme controller is Krishna. There is one controller over another controller. If you go on searching out who is the ultimate controller, then you will find Krishna. Sarva Karana Karana. The Brahma Samhita affirms Ishara Parama. The supreme controller is Krishna. Ishara Parama Krishna. Ishara means controller. So, we have to get knowledge of this controller, how he is controlling. So, Jnanam Vijnanati Sahitam. Not only to know the controller, but to know how he is controlling. How many energies the controller has got and how he is controlling. That is Vijnana. So Jnanam Vijnanam Tina Singti Tubha Prapannaya Asesata. Now this knowledge can be understood by a person who has made relationship with Krishna and is a surrendered soul. Without being surrendered, it is very difficult to understand the controller and the energies, how he is controlling everything. Tibbhang prapannaya asesata samagrena upadekshami. This is the condition. You will find in the later chapters that Krishna says, Naham prakasa sarvasva. Just like if you enter into any educational institution, if you don't surrender yourself to the rules and regulation of the institution, how you can get advantage of the knowledge imparted by the institution? Everywhere, wherever you want to receive something, you have to be controlled, or you have to be surrendered to the rules and regulations. Just like in our class, we are imparting some lessons from the Bhagavad Gita, and if you do not follow the rules and regulations of this class, it is not possible to receive the knowledge. Similarly, the full knowledge of the controller and the process of controlling can be understood when one is surrendered like Arjuna to Krishna. Unless one is surrendered soul, it is not possible. You always remember that Krishna, Arjuna surrendered himself to Krishna. Shishastiham sadhimang prapannam. So therefore Krishna is also speaking to him. Actually, these discussions of scripture is not to be acted unless there is relationship between the speaker and the audience. So, audience means the disciples. Disciple means who accept the discipline. Shishya, the exact Sanskrit word is Shishya. The Shishya means there is a verb, Sanskrit verb, which is called sas. Sas means controlling. From sas, the Shastra comes. Shastra means controlling books. And from sas, Shastra. Shastra means weapons. When the argument fails, reason fails, just like the state controls, first of all they give you the laws. If you break the laws, if you don't follow the regulation books, means Shastra, then next step is Shastra. Shastra means weapons. If you don't follow the regulation of the government, keep to the right, then there is police batons. Shastra. So you have to be controlled. If you are gentleman, then you be controlled under the instruction of the Shastra. And if you are defying, then there is trident of Durga Devi. You have seen Durga Devi picture, trident, threefold miseries. You cannot, I am to say, violate any rules and regulations as of the state, similarly of the Supreme State, Krishna. It is not possible. Just take for example, there are some health rules. If you eat more, then you will be controlled by some disease. You will have indigestion. And the doctor will advise you not to eat 3 days. So there is control. By nature, nature means God's law, automatically working. Foolish people do not see God's law, but there is God's law. The sun is rising just exactly in the time, the moon is rising exactly in the time, the first year, 1st January has come exactly in time. So there is control. But foolish people, they do not see it. Everything is controlled. So, to know God and how things are working and how it is being controlled, these things are to be known. We should not go simply by sentiment. Religious sentiment is good for persons who follow blindly. But at the present moment, people are advanced in so-called education. So, Bhagavad Gita gives you full information so that you can accept God with your reason, with your argument, with your knowledge. It is not blind following. Krishna consciousness is not a sentiment. It is backed by knowledge and practical knowledge. Vijnana. Jnanam, vijnana sahitam. So, without vijnana sahitam, and the process is to understand this knowledge is to be a surrendered soul. Therefore, disciple means one who accepts the discipline. Without accepting discipline, we cannot make any progress. It is not possible. Any field of knowledge, any field of activities, if you want to be aware scientifically and actually, then you should accept the controlling principle. Samagrena bhakti jasarupam sarvakaram jatcha dhiyam tad ubhaya visakam jnanamatvam bhaktum. Now, here in this chapter, this is explicitly explained that who is the supreme worshipable object. We are worshipping according to our capacity. We are worshipping somebody. At least we are worshipping our boss. Suppose I work in an office or in a factory, I have to worship the boss. I have to abide by his order. So everyone is worshipping. Now who is the supreme worshipable object? Krishna. How he is supreme worshipable object? That is explained in this chapter. Jasarupam sarvakaranch jatcha dhiyam tad ubhayavisam jnanamatram bhakti pratigyatam. Therefore, if we understand that here is the supreme controller, here is the supreme worshipable object, then the problems of our life is solved at once. We are searching after. Just the other day, I told you one story that one Mohammedan devotee, he wanted to serve the greatest. He was serving the Nawab, then he went to the emperor, Badshah, then from emperor to Haridas, a saintly person, and from Haridas he was promoted to worship Krishna in Vrindavan. So, we should be inquisitive, intelligent enough. We are serving everyone, we are serving, at least we are serving our senses. Everyone practically, they are not serving any boss or any master, they are serving their senses. Suppose if I am serving somebody as my boss, actually I am not serving his money, I am serving his person, I am serving his money. If he says that tomorrow you have to work free, you are getting $20 a day, now tomorrow I have no money, you have to work free. And no, no sir, I am not coming. Because I am not serving you, I am serving your money. So actually we are serving money. And why you are serving money? Because with the money we can satisfy our senses. Without money we cannot satisfy our these informidable senses. If I want to drink, if I want to enjoy such and such things, then I require money. Therefore, ultimately I am serving my senses. Therefore, Krishna is called Govinda. We ultimately want our sense satisfaction. And Go means senses. Here is the person, Supreme Personality of Godhead. If you serve Krishna, then your senses become satisfied. Therefore his name is Govinda.
Actually, we want to serve our senses. But the real senses, the transcendental senses, is Krishna, Govinda. Therefore, bhakti, devotional service means purifying the senses, to be employed in the service of the Supreme pure. The Lord is Supreme pure. In the Bhagavad Gita, in the 10th chapter, you will find that Krishna is described by Arjuna, Pavitram Paramam Bhava. You are the Supreme pure. So, if we want to serve the senses of the Supreme pure, then we have to become pure also. Because without being pure means spiritual. Spiritual life means pure life. And material life means contaminated life. Just like we have got this body, material body, this is impure body. Therefore we suffer from disease, we suffer from old age, we suffer for birth, we suffer for death. I mean, in our actual pure form, spiritual form, there is no such suffering. There is no birth, there is no death, there is no disease, and there is no old age. In the Bhagavad Gita you have read it, Nitya sasatayang nahannati hannavane sariri. Nitya, although I am the oldest, because I am changing my body, I am as soul, pure, I have no birth, I have no death, but I am simply changing that. Therefore I am the oldest. So although I am the oldest, I have got my new spirit. I am always fresh. This is my position. So the Krishna consciousness or devotional service means purifying the senses. That's all. We haven't got to eradicate, get out of the sensual activities. No. We have simply to purify the senses. How you can get out of the senses? Because you are living entity, the senses are there. But the thing is that at the present moment, because we are materially contaminated, our senses are not getting full enjoyment. This is more scientific. So, devotional service means purifying the senses. Sarvapadhi vinin muktam tat paratena nirmala. Nirmala means purification. How you can purify your senses? That is defined in Narad Bhakti Sutra. It is said that Sarvapadhi vinin muktam. Purification of the sense means you have to be free from all kinds of designation. Our life is full of designation. Just like I am thinking I am Indian, I am thinking I am sannyasi, you are thinking you are American, you are thinking man, you are thinking woman, you are thinking white, you are thinking black. So many designations. These are all designations. So, purifying the senses means to purify the designation. And Krishna consciousness means that I am neither Indian, nor European, nor American, nor this, nor that. I am eternally related with Krishna. I am the part and parcel of Krishna. When we are fully convinced that I am part and parcel of Krishna, that is Krishna consciousness and that is purification of your senses. As part and parcel of Krishna, you have to serve Krishna. That is your pleasure. Now we are trying to satisfy our senses, our material senses. When you realize yourself that you are part and parcel of Krishna, then you will satisfy the senses of Krishna, Govinda. And by satisfying his senses, your senses will be satisfied. Just like crude example, this is not spiritual. Just like husband is understood as the enjoyer and the wife is considered as the enjoyer. But if the wife satisfies the senses of the husband, his senses are also satisfied. Similarly, just like you have got some itching on the body, and the part of your body, the fingers, itches on that party, the satisfaction also felt by the fingers also. Not that the particular part only is feeling the sensation of satisfaction, but the whole body is feeling this satisfaction sense. Similarly, Krishna being the full, when you satisfy Krishna, sense of Krishna, Govinda, then the satisfaction of the whole universe takes place. This is the sense. Tasmin tushte jagat tushta. The another example is, just like if you satisfy the stomach in your body, then the whole body is satisfied. The stomach will issue such energy by digestion of the foodstuff that it will transform into blood, it will come into the heart, and from the heart it will be diffused all over the body, and all over the body the depression, the exhaustion which has undergone, that will be satisfied. So this is the process of Krishna consciousness. This is the science of Krishna consciousness, and Krishna is explaining personally. So, just Gyata, if we understand the science of Krishna consciousness, then there will be nothing unknown. Everything will be known. It is such a nice thing. Jat Gyata neha bhuya anyat gyatavam mamsishyate. Bhuyat means no more to understand anything. Everything is completely known. Then the question may be, why people do not understand Krishna? That is, of course, a relevant question. And that is being answered by Krishna in the next verse. Manusyanam sahasreshu kaschit jatati siddhaya. Jatataamapi siddhyanam kaschit mang vetti tattva. Manusyanam sahasreshu. There are different kinds of men. Just like we know everyone on this planet only, apart from other planets, there are hundreds and thousands varieties of men. Even here we are sitting, so many ladies and gentlemen, there are different varieties. And if you go outside, there are different varieties. If you go to another country, India, Japan, China, you will find different. Therefore, it is said, Manusyanam sahasreshu. Out of many, many different varieties of men, kaschit dadati siddhaya. Only a few persons decide to understand the philosophy of life. Because man is rational animal. Man is rational, man is animal, but rational. The special gift to man is that he can decide what is good, what is bad. He has got an extra knowledge than the animals. So, at the present moment, the education system is so bad that it is practically animal education. Animal education means when we are too much interested with eating, sleeping, mating and defending, that is animal education. Eating, sleeping, mating and defending, you will find in animals. There is no distinction. They have got their own defending measures. They have got their own sleeping measure. They have got their own mating measure. You are mating with your wife in a secluded place, in a nice room, in a decorated room. But a dog is mating on the street, but the result is the same. So, to improve the method of mating is not advancement of civilization. That is animal civilization polished, that's all. The animal also, the dog can also defend from other dogs, and if you think that you have discovered atomic energy to defend yourself, that is not advancement of human civilization. The defending measure, that's all. Similarly, you go on analyzing. The analysis of man is perfect when he is searching after his constitutional position. What I am? What I am? Am I this body? I have come to this world. This inquisitiveness required. That is the special prerogative of human being. Therefore, as soon as one begins to inquire what I am, and if he goes on searching after this, then he will come to God, because he is part and parcel of God. He is sample of God. Therefore, Manusyanam Sahasreshu, out of many, many thousands varieties of men, one or say a few persons may be interested to know God. Not only not to know God, just to know himself. And if he actually wants to know himself, then gradually he will come to God. So, Manusyanam Sahasreshu Kaschit Jatati Siddhaye Jatatam api Siddhyanam Kaschit Vettimam Tattata. And here it is said, the Manusya Stisham Sastradhikara Jagyanam Sasumad. Now what I am, what is God, what is this material world, how it is working, these things are business of an educated man. A foolish man cannot think. Therefore, Shastradhikara. Shastra means one has got some knowledge in the Shastras, in the books of knowledge. As soon as we find out the one who has got books of knowledge, knowledge in books of Shastra, the quantity will be at once reduced. In this quarter, if you find out how many non-educated people are there, you will find many. And as soon as you want to find out how many MAs are there, at once the number will be reduced. Similarly, there are many men, but if you want to search out some man who is trying to make perfection of his life, at once the number will be reduced. And out of them, just like so many transcendentalists, samis, yogis there are, if you count amongst them who wants to understand God, who has got the knowledge of God, at once the number will be reduced. Again. Therefore Krishna says that out of many, many thousands of people, somebody is interested for making perfection of his life, And out of many, many thousands of men who are actually trying to make perfection of their life, you will find somebody, or you may not find out, who knows God or Krishna. But Krishna is so kind that he comes himself to be known by everyone. And he is so kind also that before his departure from this material world, he leaves behind him this Bhagavad Gita, so that you can know from his personal talks what is God. So, if you read Bhagavad Gita rightly, as it is spoken by Krishna, not foolishly interpreting nonsensically, but as it is. As it is. Call the spade a spade. Krishna says that I am the Supreme Personality of God. Don't interpret this version with your foolish interpretation, but accept Krishna as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and by his acts, by his shastric knowledge, wisdom, everyone accepted previously, all the acharyas. So, we have to follow the footprints of the acharya. Mahajana jena gatasamantha. So we cannot understand higher things unless we follow the footprints of great personalities. Just like even in the scientific world, the law of gravitation. You do not know anything about law of gravitation, but Sir Isaac Newton, he says that there is law of gravitation. He accepts it. That's all. That means you follow a great personality. So similarly, Krishna should be accepted, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, not by whims, but he has been accepted like by personalities like Lord Chaitanya, Ramanujacharya, Shankaracharya, great personalities who are guiding the destiny of spiritual world. Therefore, you have to accept in that way. So, we shall discuss next. Quarter past 8. If there is any question,
Swami, you say that Krishna consciousness is a system of purifying the senses. Does that mean that the senses become unlimited? Do the senses become unlimited when they're finally purified?
Well, there is no question of unlimited, but at least it becomes purified. First of all purify, then the limit of senses will be also extended. Just like if your eye is defective, so you cannot see, you require the help of glass. But if the disease of your eye is cured, you can see without glass. But that does not mean that you can see 400 miles. But at least you can see perfectly. You don't require the help of glass. Similarly, so long your senses are impure, you are completely in ignorance. You do not know what you are, what is this world, what is God. Simply in darkness. Just like dull stone. Ignorance means dull stone. So, if your senses are purified, at least you can know who is God, what you are, what is this world, what is your relationship. These things will be revealed. Not that you can become the supreme controller. No, that is not possible. But purifying the senses means at least you can know yourself, you know the controller, you know the controlling system. Well, these things will be revealed.
redistribute Krishna's property by, taking from the rich to give to the poor. In doing so, all you have to do is make maybe one or two false statements. Is this, would this
Why you are anxious to take this man's property?
Pardon?
Why you are so much anxious to take rich man's property?
It belongs to, say, unemployment insurance. And
The unemployment insurance company has ordered you to take the estate.
And I could get this, you see, if I would make a few false statements that I was looking for work when I have not been looking for work.
Well, one who is making false statement, he'll suffer for that.
Even
Yes.
if it's for a good cause.
Now, you should not be anxious to anything which is not ordered by Krishna. That is your Krishna consciousness. You don't manufacture your activities. Then you will entangle. Yes. Will you follow the rules? Thank you. I salute. Yeah.
Swami, spiritual energy is situated in the heart as localized Paramatma. Is this also Krishna's personal feature?
Yes. Paramatma is also personal. Everything is personal. Paramatma is described as four-handed Narayan with Sankha Chakra Gadapadma, with his ornaments. That is the feature of Paramatma. You have seen the Vishnu Murti. That is Paramatma. This voidness is an imagination. Voidness. Actually, God or Paramatma or Krishna, they are all Satchidananda Vigraha, transcendental forms. They are not material forms, transcendental forms. Ishara Parama Krishna Satchidananda Vigraha. Vigraha means form. If we part and parcel of Krishna, we have got individuality, forms, how we can say that the Supreme has no form, no individuality? He has got complete individuality. And that is confirmed in the Vedas. Nitya Nityana, Chetana Chetanana. He is the supreme living entity of all living entities. Just like we are living entities, but he is the supreme. That's all. He is also living entity. Nitya Nitya. Chetana Chetanana. The difference is Eka Bahunam Vidodati Kaman. That one single, there are plural number and singular number. That singular number one is providing the necessities of other singular number, plural number living entities. That is the difference. He is the maintainer, he is the predominator, he is the controller, and we are controlled, we are predominated, and we are maintained. That is the difference between me and God. Otherwise, he is a living being just like us. He is more powerful, the most powerful, the most beautiful, the most famous, the most strong, and we are all subordinate. Therefore his name is Asamardha. Asamardha means nobody is equal or greater than him. Everyone is subordinate to him. And it is Bhagavad Gita, it is said that Aham sarvasya prabhava matta sarvam pravartana. I am the origin of everything. Janmadasya jataha. These things are there. in Vedic literature.
Hare Krishna. What does knowledge mean? What example did Prabhupada give for that? Yes, Dayasinda Prabhu.
Initial part Prabhupada said knowledge means how universe work and how controlled by Krishna.
Harivo. Just like scientists, they are searching different energies and how this earth is floating. Such a huge planet with so many things on it. What did Prabhupada say about sentiment? Is Krishna consciousness a sentiment? Yes.
Prabhupada said that Krishna consciousness is not sentimental, but it includes all knowledge, all kinds of philosophies, theistic knowledge, everything is included in Krishna consciousness.
Harivo. A Krishna conscious person should not be dash. One word. Fool. Harivo. So Vedas give all knowledge, so we have to know everything, physics, chemistry, botany, astronomy, everything. So we are hankering after what? What are we hankering after? And how to reach there then? Yes, Sarvashambhu.
We are hankering after sense gratification. Later.
In this context only, this discussion only. Yes. You want to say?
We are hankering after sense satisfaction.
That same thing he said, na? You are only instead of gratification, you are using the word satisfaction. What are we searching after, and how to reach there? Something we are reaching after, searching for. Something worked out. Knowledge. We are hankering after knowledge, but if we are in knowledge of Krishna consciousness and if we know Krishna, then all knowledge is included. In this context, only Prabhupada is saying a Krishna conscious person should not be fool, he should know this, he should know that. So many things are there to be known, but ultimately, if you know Krishna, then yasmin vigyatum sarvamega vigyatum bhavati. So, again Prabhupada said there are many things to be known, but the principal thing is that the God, the living entities, time, work and this material energy, these 5 things to be known. Bhagavatam talks about them. What did he say about varieties of controllers and what is the ultimate conclusion? Yes.
Prabhupada was saying that there are many controllers, but if we go on searching controller after controller, then the ultimate controller is Krishna.
Sarva Karana Karana. Harivo. Who can understand this knowledge about Krishna consciousness? Yes. And what example he gave? If you could tell example. Okay, take it.
Prabhupada told that whoever has a relationship with the Krishna and surrender to Krishna, he can understand Krishna.
Harivo. What example do you give from practical life as well as from scriptures? Yes, Trivangopal.
Practical life, he said that in any university, if you want to get knowledge, you have to be surrendered to the rules and regulations of that university. Otherwise, we can't take advantage of the knowledge provided by the university. And also he tells that in this class, like Prabhupada's class, you also have to follow certain rules and regulations within the class. Otherwise, you will not be receiving knowledge properly. And regarding scriptures, like Arjuna is surrendered to Krishna. Sisyasteham sadhimam tvam prapanna.
Harivo. So then he said about what he made the point. Prabhupada said that you all are sitting here. So what did he refer to, those who are in the audience? And if that is not the way to understand scripture, what is the way then? And he gave a practical life example also.
Audience means shishya, means those who are willing to be disciplined. It comes from the shash word from the Sanskrit, and from that only shastra also come. And shastra basically means the rules and regulations which are
Controlling books.
Controlling books basically. So if you don't follow shastra, then Durga Devi will handle. Shastra. The trident of the Durga Devi.
And Prabhupada said, in the life, if one doesn't follow the rules and regulations, break the laws, then there will be police batons, Shastra. And from scripture, if one doesn't follow the rules and regulations given by God, then there is Durga with her trident. Harivo! Then again he said about religious sentiment. Whom is religious sentiment good for? And what is contrast to that in one sense?
That's what I'll say. Prabhupada said religious sentiment is good, but only for the blind follower.
Harivo! But Bhagavad Gita gives full information that you can accept God with your reason, with your argument, with your knowledge. It's not a blind following. Jnanam teham savijnanam. Jnana vijnana sahitam. Are all people worshipping? Miss, you have to elaborate. Yes. Vishwakirti Prabhu.
Everybody is worshipping. Like Prabhupada gave example of a person who is working in a company, he is worshipping his boss. And Prabhupada said if he is not working, he is not worshipping.
That letter, he is worshipping. That is enough. Harivo! If you go ahead, then I will not be able to ask next question. So how will all problems be solved at once? And he gave one story for it. Yes, he gave that story in previous class, but he told in short here. Yes.
He was telling about a Mohammedan devotee.
Now, how will all problems of life be solved? That part. Then the story part. Yes.
When one serves the ultimate worshipper, then
when one
serve the ultimate worshipper, worshipable object, then all problems will be solved.
And story?
That Mohammedan devotee, like he served the immediate Nawab, then the Krishnadas, then Haridas and Lala.
Basically, he wanted to serve the topmost person. Then he understood this Nawab is the person. But after some time, he understood not Nawab, the Badshah is the person. But above Badshah, he understood the saintly person, Haridas is the person. Then Haridas told him, Krishna, the supreme God, he is the person, topmost person. So he surrendered to him only, and all problems are solved. Harivo! So is a person really serving his boss in the company or anywhere? Now everybody knows the answer. So any boss can answer or whatever. Yes, Prabhu. Here.
Hare Krishna. He is not actually serving the boss. He is serving for the money only. He is working for his sense gratification.
And the money serves whom?
Money serves senses.
Senses. So he is serving only his senses.
Yeah.
If the boss stops giving money, he will not go there. Harivo! So how is bhakti related in this context only, how is bhakti related to this? About serving one's senses. Yes.
Ultimately, if he serves the senses of Krishna, so then he becomes supremely satisfied.
And he is Govinda, so he will satisfy, means our senses will be automatically satisfied. Hari Bol. Bhakti devotional service means purifying the senses, to be employed in the service of the Supreme Pure. How is our body impure in this context? Prabhupada had said. Yes. Santosh Prabhu.
Because of designations.
Something else he said. Yes.
Our body belongs to material nature. So material nature is contaminated. Spiritual world is all pure. So that's how it is.
Some more details.
We have to go through birth, old age, disease, death.
And that's how our body is impure. Hari Bol. So Prabhupada said at the present moment, because we are materially contaminated, our senses are not getting full enjoyment. And devotional service means purifying the senses. Sarvopadhi vinirmuktam tat paratvena nirmalam. What does purifying the senses mean? In one sense, the answer is already over, but still little more details. Prabhupada practically gave practical life example. Yes, Mataji.
Prabhupada said that if we engage, if we get to know that we are Krishna's part and parcel, and when we will get free from all designations, then our senses will get purified.
All designations means I am neither Indian nor European nor American nor this nor that. I am eternally related with Krishna. I am the part and parcel of Krishna. When we are fully convinced that I am part and parcel of Krishna, that is Krishna consciousness, and that is purification of our senses. Hari Bol. So if we are part and parcel of Krishna, then what should we do? Yes.
We should engage in the service of Krishna.
Hari Bol. So regarding satisfaction of the senses, how by satisfying Krishna's senses, our senses get satisfied. He gave three examples. One crude and what is the other word? Not so crude. Yes, bro.
One example he has given of husband and wife. And
husband and who? What is the
husband and wife. Both are
is
satisfied. Yeah.
Only one. Okay, two more. Yes, bro.
If itching is there in our body, with fingers, if I satisfy the body, whole body is satisfied.
And third
Second example.
Third example? Yes.
Satisfying the stomach, whole body, stomach.
Putting food in the stomach, then whole body is satisfied. Hari Bol. Prabhupada said Yag-gyatva. Yag-gyatva means what? Yes.
If we understand Krishna completely, then will nothing else will remain to be known.
Yag-gyatva neha bhuyonyat. Hari Bol. Yag-gyatva neha bhuyonyat gyatavyam avashishyate. Avashishyate, gyatavyam. To know further, avashishyate, nothing will remain. Everything is known if you know Krishna. Yasmin vigyatam sarvameva vigyatum bhavati. Man is dash, but dash dash. And tell the contrast also. Vishwagiti bro.
man is animal but rational animal.
Harivo. So he, how did he elaborate? Something? Somebody? Okay. He gave contrast also in one sense.
Man is a rational animal because he has got a special power of distinction. He can know what is right and what is wrong.
So what is happening in current
Context.
modern day scenario? What is happening?
So then animals, they have eating, mating, sleeping and defending, those four things. And man can distinctly know that he should be engaged in the service of Lord. Not these four activities specifically.
Prabhupada said about the education. Animal education means when at the present moment the educational system is so bad that it is practically animal education. Animal education means when we are too much interested with eating, sleeping, mating and defending. That is animal education. Harivo. So if one improves the method of mating, is that the advancement of civilization? What is it? Yes.
No, that is not advancement.
You answered the question. So it is animal civilization, only polished animal civilization. Haribo. When is the analysis of man perfect? And why? Yes.
When he inquires about his constitutional position, who am I, why I came, relationship about God, with God. Like.
And that way he will reach, where will he reach? If you keep inquiring like that, you will reach God, because we are part and parcel of God. Manushyanam Sahasreshu. Haribo. So just that part, Manushyanam Sahasreshu, one among the 1,000. What did he say? Where does he reach? Where does he come, that man, generally speaking?
Prabhupada puts this question that why do person don't understand Krishna or God? Then he started telling about Manushyanam Sahasreshu. Means those who, even in the human form of life, out of thousands, many people, there will be some people who will try to understand this philosophy. And then he proceeds with this. Means the linking between the two was, Prabhupada says that if you understand
they will be interested to know about God, but then Prabhupada said not only not know God, but just to know himself, Manushyanam. And he actually wants to know himself. Then gradually he will come to God. One among the 1,000 will want to know about himself properly first. Harivo. So then same sloka he said, Kashidyatati siddhe yadadam api siddhanam kashin mam vetti tatvata. Among 1,000 persons, one person tries to know. And out of such people, one person knows. So he talked about reduction of numbers. So what example did he give? Yes, Sarvalakshan Prabhu.
Among so many people, if you ask how many MA, PhD are there, then you will immediately there will be reduction of number. Similarly, when there will be so many people who are coming to know God, among them there are so many yogis, jnanis are also there. But ultimately, if you ask how many people know the God exactly, then immediately number will be reduced.
Harivo. So this is so rare. Yatatam api siddhanam kashin mam vetti tatvata. One among millions will know Krishna. So how to then know Krishna? He gave the solution also. It's so difficult because the number keeps reducing. Yes.
Prabhupada says Krishna is very kind actually. So he comes in different forms so that we can know him. And especially he has come through Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam and the different scriptures so that we can know him. So Krishna is so kind.
So we cannot understand higher things unless what? And he gave example from scientific world.
Unless we follow the great soul on that path. Like he gave the example of gravity and Newton. Before that there was gravity, but when Newton introduced it, he told about gravity, then we follow.
So we have to follow great personality. Harivo. In the question answer, one guest asked a question that Krishna consciousness is Krishna consciousness a system of purifying the senses? Does that mean the senses become unlimited? What example Prabhupada gave? What did he say? Yes.
Example of someone who is having defective vision is given. So at least he can get clear vision. He may not be able to see to 1,000 miles, but at least he can see everything clearly. Similarly, when one serves Krishna, his senses becomes pure. So then his senses may not become unlimited, but perfect senses to serve Krishna.
Haribo. He also said about glass. If you have impure vision, you can have a glass and see better. But if the eyes disease is cured, then one can see without glass also. But that does not mean anyway he can see thousands of miles. Then he talked about singular number and plural numbers. What was that all about? Which shloka did he quote? How did he explain? Yes.
Prabhupada told that there is a singular God and there are many plural subordinates. He quoted that verse, Chetanas Chetananam, and Eko Bahunam Yovididati.
That is after, before. Nityo Nityanam Chetanas Chetananam Eko Bahunam Yovididati Kaman. Means what?
So he said that there are some similarities, like both are conscious, but there is one difference, that he is maintainer, we are being maintained. He is provider and we are being provided.
Harivo. Last question. What is the meaning of the asamurdhava? Yes.
Nobody equal to Krishna. Nobody is greater than to Krishna. We are all subordinate.
Haribo. Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भगवद गीता की, श्रीला प्रभुपाद की, समवेत गौर भक्तवृंद की, निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे।